Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Seger of the Seger Stories. If you've been following along, you know that tomorrow, Saturday, January 30th, we are starting our next Whole30 adventure. And today's video is all about the groceries. I went to 3 different stores, picked up a lot of our favorites, and I'm excited to show you what we got. So let's get started. All right, before we get into what we bought today, I wanted to share a couple things. Firstly, I mentioned I went to 3 stores. I went to Costco, I went to Target, but I did not go into Walmart. I actually did a Walmart grocery pickup, and I have been super in love with Walmart grocery pickup for a number of years. I think it's been 3 years straight that we've been driving to Walmart once a week and getting a grocery pickup. So I love the app. It's super user friendly, and I thought I would share a link below that will get you $10 off if you do want to try that one out. The second thing I'm going to leave below is a link for Fetch Rewards. And Fetch Rewards, I'm newer to this. I've just been using it, I would say maybe coming up on 6 months now. But it's an app. It's really easy to use. It doesn't cost me anything. And all I do is I scan in pictures of my receipts, or better yet, I have it linked to my email and my Amazon account. So anytime I make those online purchases, including that Walmart grocery pickup that I was just talking about, I can send Fetch into those apps. It'll calculate what I've purchased, and it's going to give me points based on what I've bought. And there's a lot of promotions too, you know, like if you buy certain products, but I don't pay attention to the promotions or anything. I just send it in to scoop up my points, and then I'm saving up to put those points towards something like a gift card with Amazon so I can go buy something fun. So it's just a fun little thing. I'm going to leave a link below that's a referral that'll give you 2,000 points when you scan your first receipt. If you're interested, check that out. But enough about that. Let's get to our groceries and take a look at what we bought today. All right, so I'm going to share with you everything I got. I decided to share by store rather than by type of things, so that way if you're interested in getting any of the products, you'll hopefully remember a little bit easier what store things came from. But going through pretty quickly here, just want to share what we got. Firstly, I got this 15-pound bag of potatoes. And yes, it is just my husband and I living here, but we go through so many potatoes on the Whole30, so this will last us a while. But we will definitely eat all of these potatoes. Also, we go through a lot of sweet potatoes, and I had picked up some potatoes at Walmart. Not really sure if they would have the sweet potatoes right now at Costco, but they totally did, and we'll go through a lot of sweet potatoes, so I'm really not worried about having too many there. I got this bag of sweet onions. We go through a ton of onions on the Whole32, so confident also I'll go through this bag. I do pick up some red and yellow onions, but I like the sweet onions today. They just looked better, and I was going to get yellow, but live on the edge, right? The next thing I picked up, avocado. We use these, I guess we have usually gotten the frozen mashed avocado, but I'm really excited to start doing a little bit more with fresh. This is an excellent healthy fat to have when you are on the Whole30. So excited to do some things, especially breakfast. I see a lot of recipes with avocados and eggs, so gonna try some new things this time. Excited about those. You cannot beat the deal that you will get on these peppers at Costco. I don't even remember the cost, but it's something like $6 for 6 peppers. And when I've had them in the past, they're super good. They work great for sheet pan dinners, for fajitas, in salads, just eating. So pretty excited about the peppers. Got a lot of fun stuff planned for that. I'll keep showing kind of some of the veggies here. I got this chunky guacamole. As I said, in the past, we've usually just gotten avocado, mashed avocado, but we had some of that left over. So here, if you can see in there, it's kind of dark. Well, there's the cup on the front. It adds in onion and tomato and lime and really makes it more of a guacamole. The others that we've tried have just been the avocado. So I'm excited to try that because I've got some chicken fajita recipes planned, and I think that'll be really, really good with it. From the freezer section, I got these Normandy vegetables. It's just broccoli, cauliflower, orange and yellow carrots. So that looked pretty basic, pretty straightforward, but I wanted to have some frozen veggies on hand for quick meals. So I was excited to find that. A staple on the Whole30 diet is always going to be having your organic cage-free eggs. Now, we will go through many, many more than just the 24 eggs in this package, but we have been buying 60 eggs at a time because we eat between 4 and 6 a day, Nate and I. So we buy them in a case of 60, but those aren't organic, but I do have some left over. So I'm going to use up what I have, kind of switch to the cage-free on the Whole30, and then I'm sure we'll be going to Costco again and buying more of these because you can't beat the deal on the cage-free organic eggs from Costco. I wish I knew the price. I want to say it's like $5 for this whole thing, so it's a big deal. And then the other thing I got in produce were these Honeycrisp apples. We have gotten Honeycrisps at Costco for quite a while now. When we were getting them in the summer, they were as big as my head. I swear, they were a full meal on themselves. These are a little smaller, but they are still pretty big. So I'm going to soak these in some water and vinegar and get them ready to grab and go for some Whole30 snacking. From the freezer section at Costco, I picked up these chicken breasts. They are no antibiotic ever. I couldn't find anything in the freezer section for chicken that was, I think they call it free range chicken, and typically that's what I'd like to buy, but I also needed something on hand frozen for the value, so I got this bag of chicken breasts. I think it was $16.99 for that. And then I found these in the meat section. I've never seen them before. I actually had to do a little research because of course they're new, so I'm reading my labels here. And as I was going through just to make sure that it was compliant, I didn't know about this calcium agglunate. I can't say that at all. But that casing, that's that last ingredient. So quick Google search in the store and found a message on the Whole30 forum, people saying these are compliant. So really excited to try those. And it just goes to show there's a lot of research. Even if you've done this before, you have to do a lot of research to make sure the foods you're finding will work within the diet. I was so excited to find Polish sausage. I've never seen this brand either at Costco before, so it must be something new. I was going to pick up some ground beef, but I couldn't find any grass-fed ground beef, and that's what I prefer to buy. So I got this Polish sausage. We'll do this. I'll chop it up for some sheet pan dinners and quick, easy meals. I'm going to be doing a lot of prep with all of this food. So if you would like to see any of the prep, leave me a comment below because I'd be happy to do kind of a behind the scenes how I'm going to prep and freeze all of this food. Like with the sausages, I might slice these up and vacuum seal them and get them in the freezer. So we just have quick things that we can grab. And yet another new thing I found at Costco. So jazzed about this because sometimes it can be hard to find good things for breakfast. And I found these chicken breakfast links, which are completely compliant. And again, I've never seen them at Costco, so I was really excited about this. I think it'll be a good thing to have for some breakfast just to mix things up a little bit. So super pumped about that. And then the last thing I got for meat, and I swear to you, we could not survive a Whole30 if we did not have this. We get this smoked pulled pork. And you roast a sweet potato in the oven, you microwave some of this. It is a dinner that you can throw together so quickly. It takes very little effort, and it is probably one of our favorite things. We'll mix this pulled pork with some barbecue sauce from Primal Kitchen, and it's not a meal that makes us feel like we're eating on the Whole30, if that makes sense. I mean, we eat this all the time. It's so delicious. And then the very last thing at Costco, and I got a ton of this because, oh my gosh, these containers, which are like 28 ounces, if you can read there, 28 ounces per jar, are $10. And hold on, I have to show you what the comparison is from Walmart. Okay, can you see that? The teeny tiny little baby jar on the right, that was over $6 at Walmart. And I got it at Walmart not knowing if they would still have this in stock at Costco, but they totally do. It's totally Whole30 compliant. I got those two 28-ounce jars for just over $10. So huge savings. We will go through this. I'll make kind of a spaghetti with the spaghetti squash and just mix up some grass-fed beef with the marinara and totally like spaghetti. Super good. So that's everything from Costco. Let's move on to what we got from Target. All right, so here is everything that we got from Target. I'm going to show you my main couple reasons for going in. This I find at Target. This is a bacon, a turkey bacon that is Whole30 compliant. We can get this at our regular grocery store here. We have kind of a little boutique grocery store near our house, but I want to say we pay $5.99 a package at that store, or maybe even $6.99. It is $3.99 at Target, and you can see the little stamp of Whole30 approved on there. So bacon is a tough thing to find, and you'll want a little treat. Again, a good breakfast food. This is great crumbled on salads. So definitely needed to pick up a couple package of this. And you can freeze it, but the expiration date is actually going out there till March. So we're just going to have these on hand to eat up. Okay. I feel like I need like a little trumpet fanfare. Like, how did that sound? These are sumo oranges. I have only ever found them at Target. And like last year, I found these at Target. They're the best thing ever. I don't know. They're like an orange on crack. I will have to share when I have one on one of my stories or something like that, if you're following me on Instagram. But they're the best oranges I've ever had. And last year, I was going into Target to buy them up until April. And let me tell you, they were nearing being rotten and getting pulled off the shelves. And when I was still trying to eat them, but they're only in season right now. Just found them in Target. So excited. And of course, it's a fruit, so it's Whole30 compliant. Woohoo. That'll be my desserts on here. Anyway, other things I picked up. I haven't been big on almond butter in the past, but this caught my eye, and I really want to try it because this RX, and I talked about in my last video, you know, like Lara bars are RX bars. My favorite RX bar is the vanilla almond one. And here they have vanilla almond butter. So I thought this would be really great with some of those apples we picked up for a good snack. Excited about that. Shared in my last video too. We love the Primal Kitchen ketchup. So picked up a little bit more about that because we will go through a bit of that. And then I can't wait to show this to Nate because we both love aioli so much. And Primal Kitchen has been a great brand. We've tried the regular mayo, the Southwest mayo. I think I shared both of those in links in my last video. I just found this brand new garlic aioli. I don't know, maybe they've had it, but I've never seen it before. So I'm really excited about that, to add a little kicker to potatoes and meats and things, maybe even some veggies. And then I have had an obsession for the last, I would say, month. I'm going through about a bag of mini sweet peppers a week, and thankfully they are Whole30 compliant because I would sit down and eat this whole stinking bag. No joke. I'm really excited about that. And then the last thing I got from Target, and my Target receipt is really huge, but I just pulled out like the groceries I got because you don't need to see like clothes and gifts and things that I got too. But we got a couple of these Good and Gathers. I'd actually had this over at somebody's house around Christmas, and I'm preferring the Target brand to some of the bubbly or maybe the LaCroix. Is that how you say it? Yeah, LaCroix. All of which are Whole30 compliant, but we have really loved this tropical cherry. We actually went through a whole container of this actually over the last week, so got another one of those, and now we're going to try mixed berry too. So super excited about trying some new things and loving that. So all right, everybody, that is Target. Last but not least, let's go look at what came from Walmart. Okay, here's everything from Walmart. Ignore that my sink is in the background because I'm legit running out of counter space. This is a ton of food that we bought today. So, and I should mention that we are only 2 people. This is not like a week's worth of groceries. What I'm showing you is probably like a month, and I'll have to go to the store to replenish some things, but some of these things are going to last us a long time. So I did get some sweet potatoes like I mentioned at Walmart. Then they had the bag at Costco. I am not worried about this because we will go through it. I love having limes on hand to put in sparkling water. And this is funny to me because this is the tiniest lime. Like, look how little this is. And I was sure that I had put like 2 or 3 in my cart, and I must have only put 1. So I have 1 lime. I did put in for 1 green apple because we don't eat these like an apple, but I will dice them up and put them on salads, and I actually have a food saver, so I can dice them up and have them in individual packs, and 1 apple will last me a full week. So again, if you're interested in seeing food prep, let me know because I can walk you through some of that. Got some bananas just for snacking, got a butternut squash that makes really good fries. Technically you're not supposed to have fries on the Whole30, so we'll call them roasted rectangular squash that we have. And it's really good, and really excited to put some smoked barbecue, no, what is it called? Smoked paprika is what it is. And it kind of has this barbecue-y flavor, and maybe even have some garlic aioli with that. That looks delicious. Red table grapes are next on the list. I couldn't find anything organic. I just got these regular run-of-the-mill grapes. They actually look really good. I'm excited. Grapes are a saving grace. If you are needing a sugar fix, you know, no Whole30 is perfect, and at some point you're going to need a little bit of a fix. Grapes are compliant. They're super sugary. I can have like 3 or 4 grapes after a meal and feel like I got a little bit of dessert in there. So that's nice. Walnuts, just got the basic Great Value brand. The only ingredient is walnuts. Oh, I can't focus in here. And these are really good to have on salads. So big fan of having those. Got some ground turkey, just the Jennie-O brand. Again, couldn't find anything free range, whatever, but no antibiotics. It's better than nothing. So we got those going on. I have a plan for this. I'm going to show you if you follow along in my stories. We're going to make an egg roll in a bowl later. That's awesome. I got spinach and spring mix. This is going to be great for salads. Tend to mix up some leftovers and try to put them together, make up a new salad, make up some dressings with compliant ingredients. You can have a lot of fun, and this will go a long way, but eat that quite a bit. I already showed you my teeny tiny little jar of marinara sauce that is just pathetically expensive and small next to what you can get at Costco. I did get some organic whole carrots. Dice these up. You can make carrot fries, roasted carrots in a sheet pan. Just have carrots dipped in guacamole. Really good, versatile. Brussels sprouts, which Nate will choke down. He's a really good sport about it. I love roasted Brussels sprouts. I would eat them every day. But I make a promise to try to only have them like once a week or something. I got some zucchini, which I will just be incorporating into some sheet pan dinners and maybe mixing up with some eggs for breakfast. I got some thyme. I've got an idea that I'm going to try my Instapot to roast a chicken. I thought it would be nice to have some fresh thyme. We're going to have some fresh blackberries just as a snack with breakfast. Here's the spaghetti squash that I got, and this is what I will use when I make up my spaghetti with the marinara sauce and just ground beef. Some asparagus just to roast up with some garlic. I got one teeny tiny little yellow onion. Again, I needed one onion this week, and I wasn't sure I'd find good ones at Costco, so I just did one on cover my bases, but we'll eat it all. Where am I going? Okay, I got some strawberries, again, just for snacking, kind of a fun little treat. This is angel hair coleslaw. Now, obviously, coleslaw, you mix it with like a mayonnaise dressing. I guess you could maybe try that on the Whole30, but that's not what I use it for. I just hate chopping up the cabbage. So for the whole or egg roll in a bowl that we have, so I buy the coleslaw because literally all it is, the ingredient, it is simply green cabbage. So it's already chopped and prepped and ready for me. It makes my life so easy. I'm excited. Again, on my stories, I'll share that recipe. So make sure you're following along, and we'll make some egg roll in a bowl together. I got some baby spinach. I can add this to salads, and it's also really good to add to eggs or some breakfasts in the morning. Just gives it a little more flavor, adds a little bit of nutrition. If you want to follow along and watch me attempt to cook and eat beets, it should be interesting. I've never done it, but I found this recipe for roasted beets. I love the taste of beets, so I've never cooked with them before. So I'm excited to try that out. Like I said, my goal in this Whole30 is to try some new things, so I'm doing that. And then I think this is my last thing, kind of gone full circle here. But I got this celery. I did get organic because celery is part of our Dirty Dozen vegetables. So made sure to get organic of that. We will have this, and we'll do this for quite a few meals. We will mix some guacamole that we have, or just mashed avocado with tuna, and then use the celery kind of like chips and eat it up like a dip. It sounds weird. It's really, really good. So, yeah, maybe try it out if it sounds good to you. I don't know. Maybe if it sounds gross, try it out, because I promise it's good. So that is Walmart, and that is all of the groceries that we bought. All right, so that's our grocery haul. I better get to putting all of this away, but I hope you did enjoy this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up below. That would really help me out. I'd also love it if you'd subscribe to the channel. Got a lot more fun stuff coming. And for all of you starting the Whole30 with us tomorrow, I'm super excited to go on this journey with you. Make sure you are following us at the Seger Stories on Facebook and Instagram to see some of those meals and fun things that we're preparing. And I'll see you next time.